I love the feeling of working out. I do. I love it. I love to physically challenge myself because I like the feeling of tight, sore muscles. I do. I like that feeling. And when I'm not feeling that, I'm not as happy. A lot of people want to know what motivates me to eat healthy and work out, and the truth is, nothing motivates me. I don't ask anybody what motivates them. I never have. Not that you're wrong for asking at all, I get it, but I've always been an intrinsically motivated person. Intrinsically motivated means you're just motivated from your core of your being, like your heart, personal development, your own growth, your own sense of accomplishment. That's what motivates you. Extrinsic motivation means that external sources are pushing you, like the idea that some sort of physical reward comes from doing something. It's all about like getting something out of it. I'm just motivated by the desire to develop, to be a better person and do better things. And I don't know, is that weird? Is that not normal? I think it's just who I am and have always been. I just do stuff because it's the right thing to do. I know it'll make me feel good. I know it'll make me a better person. I always think about my future self. Like, where do I want to be 5, 10, 20 years from now? That's what I'm always thinking about in life, health, fitness. I want to be like that grandma doing hot yoga. So what am I going to do today? Today I'm going to do push-ups and like something that's gonna make my future self be awesome. I love to work out. I love to eat healthy. If you don't love to work out, let's define your workout. You know, what are you doing? What does workout mean to you? To me, it's whatever the heck I feel like doing that day that is gonna make me happy. If I want to go run to some fun music and get happy, I'll do that. If I want to go do some squatty, stretchy stuff and throw a weighted ball on the ground and let out anger, I'll do that. If I just want to go on a walk on the beach and think about life, I do that. I spent so many years of my life doing things I didn't want to do. Let's backtrack. I played really competitive sports my entire life. I was doing basketball from like 10 years old through high school, and I'm from Georgia, and Southeastern Conference sports are just so competitive, like basketball and football and soccer. And I had no ambition to be a college athlete or anything legit, but you know, if you're playing on a high school team with people who are gonna go play in college and work that hard, and you wanted to play in high school on the court, I had to work as hard as those college ambitious athletes, even though I had no college ambitions. So I did just as much work, practice, you name it. You get what I'm saying? So in playing competitive sports my whole life, I was an athlete. I worked out every single day at practice, plus speed and agility strength training on top of that. It was all just about who can outwork the other person on the team to get more playing time. And I never lost the athlete mentality or the discipline to put in the hard work. I didn't want to go practice for like 2 or 3 hours every day after sitting through 8 hours of classroom schoolwork and thinking about all the homework I then had to go home to do. I didn't want to do any of that, and I did that for like 12 years of my life, but I did it all. When the coach would say, "Get on the line," wait, I would get on the line and I'd run until they told us to stop running. So now that I don't have someone going, telling me to sprint until I basically throw up, I'm very happy, to say the least, to get out of bed when I want to and decide what workout I want to do that day. I mean, it's all perspective, you know? And now that I'm free to do what I want to do, I definitely do it, because I did it when I didn't want to do it. But hey, maybe you need to go to a workout class and have someone go at you and tell you to go harder, go faster. And I do go to classes sometimes, but I don't need to. To go all these years post high school, working out and getting better at it, I mean, I don't plan to ever stop. I feel like I'm training for life, I like to say. You know, there is no end goal. It's just every day to do something that gets me sweaty, that makes me tired, it makes me a better person, a better athlete, and stronger. I think it's a privilege to have the freedom to work out, to move my body, to do strong things, and to get better. I'm addicted to the idea of getting better at stuff. Where do you want to be in your future? Like, really, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Like, what do you want your life to look like? And now step back into today. And what can you do today that will get you closer to where you want to be? When I was in high school and hating the whole basketball stuff, I pushed through it because I said to myself, I want to get away. I want to go far away, which means I'm gonna have to get a scholarship to get into any college I want to get into. So I woke up every day, I studied hard, I played hard, I worked hard, did everything I needed to do for my future self. And today I'm so thankful that I didn't quit basketball. I didn't settle for meh grades. I didn't settle for anything. I always tried to do the best that I could do at whatever I was doing. I mean, if you live your life that way, you'll get some pretty awesome results. Just try to do whatever you're doing the absolute best you can do it with how you know how to do it. When it comes to working out, motivate yourself for your future self. Of course, yes, play awesome music or a podcast you love. Or if you're gonna walk on the treadmill or run on the treadmill, put on a TV or Netflix show. There's ways to make it fun. I like classes sometimes because it lets me just zone out. I can go in there, do whatever the teacher tells me to do, and just think about life. That's why I like to run too. I only go on runs when I should need to think about nothing and everything at the same time. Or go on a walk. So if you need motivation to work out, you need to stop overthinking it and just go. And if afterwards you don't feel better about it, then you should probably be doing something else. Another great way to do the day-to-day motivation is print out a calendar. Write down every day what you did that day to physically benefit yourself. I did this when I ran 100 miles because it was so motivating to be able to write it down, 4-mile run, check. And then the next day, whether it was 2 or 3, just being able to write something down that you accomplished, go you. And then what happens is if the next day you did less or worse, or life got in the way, there was family issues, whatever, stuff happens. You'll be bummed that you weren't able to accomplish something for yourself. Write down what you did. And then when the day comes that life got in the way and you weren't able to work out, and the only thing you have in your head that you can think to write is maybe you got 300 steps in that day, tomorrow, I'm gonna get it. And you'll feel less bad when you don't give up and you're able to look back and be you know what? That one day I felt really bad and didn't get the workout in, I kept on going. And a month later, I could see that day on the calendar and it's nothing. I didn't give up. I kept going through the month. Do that and keep all of it so that the days you're struggling, you can look back and see the little bits. It's the day to day. Some days are better than others, some days are worse than others, but you just don't give up on yourself. That's the motivation. I have a really happy, fun playlist, and sometimes I'll go on fun runs, and it's not about time. I'll put a time. Ooh, here's another idea. When I go on runs and walks, sometimes I just want to go and not think. I'll put on a timer. I'll put 30-minute timer on my phone, start my music, run in one direction for 30 minutes. That way you don't have to think about when you need to stop, how far have I gone, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden you'll get interrupted by the timer. You'll be oh wow, I just ran for 30 minutes. And now you gotta go back. So then you end up running for an hour. Or you could split it up, I'm just gonna run this direction for 30 minutes. And then you get to walk back. But either way, just go, maybe 10 minutes. And also that cuts it in half so it seems less daunting. And of course, you gotta have good music that you love. I, no joke, run at sunset to John Mayer's albums. I like to set the mood with a very less stressful playlist like John Mayer. It's relaxing almost. So that's where I'm at right now with exercise and motivation and stuff. But I love everything. If you said, hey Melissa, we're going to a boxing class, a cycling class, hot yoga, on a run, on a hike, I am down. I just love exercise. I think it's fun. So therefore, I don't need motivation to do it. So find out what you like to do and try to do it as consistently as you can and think about where you want to be and how you're going to get there. Keep this video on hand in case you need to remind yourself this. Subscribe, save it. Remember that you have no idea what you're capable of, where you could potentially be 5, 10, or 20 years from now. If you had told 18-year-old me, I'm 23 now, you'll be running a date spread company, you'll have gone on Shark Tank and you'll have actual muscles and stuff, I would have been yeah, I would not have believed it. You could be a total badass in 5 years. Start being a badass today and you'll get there. That's all I think I gotta say about that. Please like and subscribe to this video channel. Yeah. Hello. What's up, pup? We're gonna go run? Are we gonna go run? Are we gonna run at sunset? We're gonna go run at sunset. Remember guys, no matter where you are, it's the same amazing sunset. So don't make an excuse that like you live in an ugly place, because there's a sunset near you and it's as awesome as this one. I sometimes put my headphones in and I'll take off on a run. I never end up playing anything. I just run with my headphones in. I do that with work too. It's just my way of like closing out the world. This is so pretty. We are all so lucky. We're so lucky to be able to watch this on whatever screen, phone, computer you own. You know, running is a lot more fun when there's no one screaming at me to do it. Said John Mayer is carrying me through. I love the feeling of working out. I do. I love it. And when I'm not feeling that, I'm not as happy. Endorphins are my drug of choice, I like to say. Working out is my therapy as well. It's my way of unwinding. It's my way of thinking through stuff. I feel more like myself when I'm moving and exercising and sweating than I do sitting on the couch. Like, that doesn't feel like me. I feel uncomfortable sitting on the couch. Humans were meant to move and like jump and do stuff. That's our natural state of being. The couch and the chairs were all man-made. It's not natural. And like my date spreads, I am all about the natural life.